Chapter 4, Scholastic Triumph at Ateneo de Manila. Rizal, together with his older brother Pasiano, went to Manila on June 10, 1872. He took entrance examination at the College of San Juan de la Trave, where he passed the honors. Rizal returned to Calamba to celebrate their town fiesta with his family. Then, his father made the decision to send him to Ateneo. Again, Pasiano and Rizal went to Manila. Unfortunately, Father Juan Mahin Fernando, the college registrar, refused to admit him for 2 reasons. While they were walking, they saw Manuel Ceres Burgos, nephew of Father Burgos, and he helped Rizal and Pasiano. So Jose managed to be admitted at Ateneo. When Rizal was studying in Ateneo, he boarded in a house outside Intramuros on Caraballo Street. It is owned by Titay, who have a debt of 300 pesos to the Rizal family. Jose was first in the family to use the surname Rizal because Mercado was suspicious to the Spaniards. Rizal's first professor was Father Jose Beck, whom he described as the class was divided into 2 groups. The Roman Empire, consisting of the Infernos or the borders, and the other group is the Carthaginian Empire, composed of the Externos or the non-borders. Rizal didn't fluently speak Spanish and he did only know a little of it. That's why his classmates laughed at him. He took private classes to improve his skills in speaking Spanish. And after how many weeks, he did improve his speaking. Rizal excelled in his studies at Ateneo de Manila. On summer vacation, Rizal didn't enjoy summer because his mother was in prison.
Rizal, what are you think of? Why you look unhappy? Do you have a problem?
Mom is in prison. How can I pretend that I'm happy? I don't even know if she's okay.
Come along with me in Tanawan. It can help you relieve.
I want to go in Santa Cruz. Please, don't tell Dad. I will visit Mom.
Rizal told Doña Chudora about his brilliant grades. After summer, he returned to Manila and now boarded inside Intramuros at number 6 Magallanes Street. Doña Pepay, a widowed and has 4 sons, was his landlady. Rizal lost his class leadership, but he repented and even studied harder. Once more, he became emperor. He received excellent grades in all subjects and a gold medal. Prophecy of Mother's Wings. Doña Chudora told her son of her dream. Teenage interest in reading. The first favorite novel of Rizal was The Count of Monte Cristi by Alexander Dumas. His boyish imagination was stirred by the sufferings of Edmond Dantes, the hero in prison. His spectacular escape from the dungeon of Chateau d'If, his findings about a buried treasure in Roque Island of Monte Cristo, and his dramatic revenge on his enemies who had wronged him. Rizal also read non-fiction. One time, he persuade his father to buy a costly set of Cesar Cantu's historical work. Rizal also read Travels in the Philippines by Dr. Fyodor Hagor, a German scientist traveler who visited Philippines in 1859 to 1860. He was impressed by Hagor's keen observations of the defects of Spanish colonization, his prophecy that someday Spain would lose Philippines and that America would come to succeed as colonizers. June 16, 1875, he became an interno in Ateneo. Father Francisco de Paula Sanchez, one of his professors, inspired him. After they talked, Rizal returned to Calamba with 5 medals. Rizal became the most brilliant Atenean at his time and was truly the pride of Jesuits. March 13, 1877, Rizal was 16 years old. He received from his alma mater, Ateneo Municipal, the degree of Bachelor of Arts with highest honors. The night before graduation, he couldn't sleep. Early morning, on the day of his graduation, he prayed to the Virgin Mary.
Virgin Mary, I begging you to commend my life and protect me as I step into the world.
He was an active member, later secretary of Marian Congregation, a religious society. He was accepted because of his academic brilliance and devotion to Our Lady of Immaculate Conception, the college patron. He is also a member of the Academy of Spanish Literature and the Academy of Natural Sciences. He studied painting under Agustin Saez, a famous painter and sculptor, under Romualdo de Jesus. He continued his physical training under sport-minded Tio Manuel. Jose Rizal experienced his first romance with Segunda Katigbak, a pretty 14-year-old Batangueña from Lipa. One Sunday, Rizal visited his maternal grandmother in Transo, Manila with his friend Mariano Katigbak.
What brought you here, Iha? I thought you were busy with your study. How have been, Mariano? I'm fine, Grandma. You don't seem to age, la. Let me first introduce the both of you to my visit.
One of whom was an attractive girl who mysteriously caused his heart to palpitate with strange ecstasy was Segunda. His grandmother's guest urged him to draw Segunda's portrait. From time to time, he reminisced. She looked at me and I blushed. Fortunately, his sister Olympia was a close friend to Segunda. He knew that when they accidentally met again while going to his sister's school.
Segunda, by any chance, do you know my sister Olympis? I am a friend of her. How are you related to her? We're siblings, Segunda, and I guess we'll be meeting often here. Why don't we find a nice place to talk? My treat. Sure.
Rizal came to know Segunda more during her weekly visits to La Concordia College, where his sister was boarding. They started to develop their intimacy as they share and spend their time together. They started to develop their feelings not until Rizal found that Segunda was already destined to engage and to be married to other man known to be Manuel Luz.